Philippines' COVID-19 caseload continues to rise, with only 10,000 cases away from the grim 1 million mark. Despite that, experts note a decrease in daily infections, primarily due to weeks of stricter COVID-19 restrictions. The local government of Quezon City releases guidelines for community pantries following the death of a resident. Bising has weakened into a tropical storm, but isolated rain showers and thunderstorms are still expected in some areas. And for entertainment, preparations for the 93rd Academy Awards are now underway. Let's take a look later in the program. Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Riza Diaz. The Philippines' total COVID-19 caseload has climbed to 989,000, just 10,000 shy of reaching the grim 1 million mark. The Health Department logged over 9,000 new cases today. This makes up 9% of the total active cases, which now stands at more than 89,000. Now, at least 145 more Filipinos died from the virus today. That's 1.69%, the more than 16,000 total death tally that we have. Meanwhile, we have nearly 23,000 additional recoveries for today, making up 89.3% of the over 880 total recoveries that we have. The Health Department notes a decline in COVID-19 cases after NCR and nearby provinces were placed under a 2-week ECQ. In today's Laging Handa briefing, Health Undersecretary Maria Rosario Vergeres said that the transmission rate decreased in the past weeks due to the strict quarantine restrictions. Vergeres adds that the daily average in cases this week is at around 9,500 from the past 10,800 the past week.
Nakakakita po tayo ng konting pagbaba sa average daily reported cases natin. Last week po ang ating average was 10,858. 7-day moving average yan. Ngayong linggo po ang ating daily weekly average is 9,556. So it's much lower now by 1,300. Pero gusto natin pantayan pa rin po itong nakikita natin at ayaw pa rin po nating maging complacent tayong lahat para magtuloy-tuloy na po ito sa pagbaba.
The OCTA Research Group agrees with the Department of Health that daily COVID-19 cases in Metro Manila have been on a downward trend. In an earlier interview here on One News, research fellow Guido David said data shows a, quote, significant decline in infections. David also denied that the lower daily cases reported were artificial, but warned that the trend is still unstable.
We don't think it's artificial because it seems to be a clear trend. That being said, the decline is still, the trend is still unstable at the moment, which means that it can still go up, and we're still getting a significant number of cases.
When asked about OCTA's recommendation for the new quarantine status, David said they are suggesting the current MECQ to be extended.
The government could probably opt for an extension of MECQ and perhaps maybe loosen some quarantine restrictions in the process if it wants to do so.
And we'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Riza Diaz. The Armed Forces has ordered its Civil Military Operations Office to support community pantries and other similar activities. Chief of Staff General Cirilito Sobihana said the military will support existing community pantries by providing food and allotting funds for their initiative. Sobihana added that the AFP is also intending to build their own program similar to the community pantry in those places that don't have it yet. His remarks comes amid accusations that government security forces have been linking community pantry organizers to communist groups. Now, as for the weather, Bising has weakened into a tropical storm while it's on its way outside the Philippine area of responsibility. Tropical storm Bising was last seen at 1,080 kilometers east-northeast of the extreme northern Luzon. By Sunday, Philippines will experience a generally fair weather with just isolated rain showers or thunderstorms. But it will continue to affect the northern and eastern seaboards of northern Luzon. Pag-asa advised small and inexperienced mariners not to venture out to the sea. And in entertainment, not even the COVID-19 pandemic could stop the 93rd Academy Awards from putting on a show this coming April 25. Zoom sessions, there will be none of those, as it will be a live show in not one but two separate locations. Staying true to tradition, it will be held in LA, one in the Dolby Theater and the other in the Union Station. The producer's goal is to make viewers feel the urge to go back to theaters, something most of us haven't done for a long time. But this doesn't entirely mean skipping health protocols, as Oscars 2021 is still a far cry from the usual. It's more intimate, meaning guests are reserved only to nominees and presenters, and celebrity attendees will be scaled down. An Israel-based company is revolutionizing the act of recycling, converting household waste into sustainable, plastic-like raw materials. Let's find out more about this in Bloomberg A Quick Take.
More than 50% of our waste is one-time use, and then we just throw it out. And we're creating an enormous hazard because landfills are polluting our underwater, our air, and we're wasting natural resources. So we thought, what can we do to bring them back into the economy? UBQ material is not a recycling system; it's a conversion system. We're actually upcycling materials, right? So we're taking everything, your food waste, right? The banana peels, the chicken bones, the hamburger leftovers, is converted in one shot without the need of separation into a new sustainable bio-based material. Everything you do with plastic, you can do with UBQ material. We have a number of very interesting partners. One of them is McDonald's. These pellets are UBQ, right? Now, in this case, we have added color, green, just like any additive you use for the plastics industry. Remember, this used to be waste. This is not oil-based plastics, right? And then we will sell this material to the manufacturer of McDonald's so that they can create McDonald's trays. Right? In the case of UBQ, our material is competitive to existing plastic resins. So manufacturers of plastic products will not pay a penny more for UBQ material to be incorporated in their end products, as they will be selling with a regular resin made out of oil.
And for more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.